bots and tech and tiny computers and supply shortages. Mike's going to talk about it in today's Not So Critical update.
I am all for retail arbitrage, thrifting, reselling, all the different ways people want to make money. I don't think there's anything wrong with reselling. I mean, but that's basically what retail is. They buy something from a wholesaler and then sell it to the public. So if you buy something from a retailer and sell it onto somebody else, I'm totally cool with that. But this really crosses the line into market manipulation, I think, in a way that's not healthy. It's not a functioning economy. Basically, what's happening is people are using bots to buy up electronics, since the electronic market is, I want to say booming. I guess I should say supply limited. So prices are kind of through the roof and people are really trying to capitalize on that. This story talks specifically about Raspberry Pis. I imagine that's kind of the same thing that we're seeing with the console gaming market. We see it with computer parts. If you want to build a computer, it's totally out of hand. And these people are making it worse. As much as I'm for capitalism, really just fuck these guys.
Okay, thanks guys. Well done. We broke Mike. I think we're done. That's it.
That's so funny.
We found his line.
Because, the reason this hits home for me is because scalpers, while they sometimes get the blame, a lot of the time crypto miners get the blame for the shortage, specifically the GPU shortage. So this
now that you bring it up, John.
Yeah. It's exactly what I was thinking. Like, we didn't go near this topic, and he's still.
But I bring it up. I bring it up because
you bring it up every time.
Of course, as a GPU, as a
physically
GPU
incapable
miner,
of not.
I have to mention it.
Are you playing like a drinking game with your friends? You're like
right. It's actually bingo, and I'm getting my friends so close to bingo. It's crazy.
How many seconds before I can introduce crypto?
My friend Maddie sitting with his bingo card. He's like, "Fucking say it one more time, please. I'm almost there."
It's a room full of people going drink.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, I'm fighting these same scalpers, these same bot abusers, and when I get a GPU, I'm getting it traditionally. I've just placed the purchase. I don't use automated scripts or extensions, even though I've seen them. I know where to get them to make it faster.
For ethical reasons? You don't?
Just because I don't need to. If you really want something, you can get it. Like if you want the new Xbox at the price it's coming out at, you can get it. You just need a little bit of effort, which a lot of people don't want to. It's consumerism. They want to go to Target or Best Buy or Amazon, and they want to place the order for the new Xbox or PlayStation or Raspberry Pi.
But let's be clear: if you couldn't get it, you would resort to those scripts.
You mean okay? So it's tough because in the community of not only mining but also in like PC parts, they say fight bots with bots, which I think isn't actually the solution, because you guys, if you want a new graphics card or an Xbox or a Raspberry Pi, there are free scripts and free tools online on GitHub that you can use to make a purchase, and you'll get it. If you set everything up correctly and you have a fast enough internet connection, you will be able to make this purchase, and you'll fight the other bots for it. But that doesn't solve the problem for everyone else that aren't technologically savvy enough to do this. The problem is, of course, the suppliers, the retailers, Amazon and GameStop and Best Buy and Newegg, all of them are not doing enough to thwart the use of automated purchasing in bulk. Now, some of them are like one unit per household. But if I have enough addresses from my friends or PO boxes or whatever, if I'm doing this full time, it is very easy for me to get around something like that.
So what's the line, Mike? Like, what is it okay for John's mates to be doing that?
As John was talking about it, I thought it's almost kind of the same way that I think about privacy to some extent, I think, which is If I walk into a store, there's a difference between going into a store and buying excess inventory to resell than going into a store and just buying them out of something because I want to manipulate the market. And it's a subjective difference, I'm sure. But the bottom line is just don't be an asshole, right? Make money, have at it, make as much money as you can, but don't be a dick about it. And I feel like that's the same kind of criteria for
what we want is for people to be fair.
Yeah. And certainly there's thresholds. Some people might say, no, it's not fair at all that somebody could buy it and sell it at a higher price. That was a different context. It didn't apply.
I know. But I was curious whether it might prompt you. All right. Do you know what do you know how the UK indecency laws used to be? There's a famous
do
court
not
case
at
where,
all know that.
Okay, so there's a famous court case where one of the things, I think it was in film classification, and indecent images were banned, right? But that term indecent was never really properly defined. And there was a judge that said, well, I don't know what it is, but I'll know it when I see it. So
that's so vague.
Well, I kind of get it, though. That's the thing. I kind of get, like, you don't, it's very difficult to define exactly what is indecent or not, but like there's definitely stuff which is indecent. You know, if you saw a rabbit and
now I'm like, curious. Where are we going? I'll save you. At any rate, this is why we end up with all these stupid laws, though, is because everybody wants to push the limits and say, well, oh, you're being vague, so I'm going to try and get away with this little shortcut. And now you have to be explicit about it. And this is how we end up in this situation we're in, where there's all these stupid laws and people trying to skirt them, and just don't be assholes.